Welcome back to The Groove, episode 13. OMG! I'm back from my hiatus, that I took over a break, which was very much needed, mind you. I had a conversation with one of my friends, and I was just like, I fear my heart is not in the groove anymore. Oops. I mean, I still kind of feel like that, but it's just because it's the same thing over and over and over again, and, I don't know. I love doing this. This is so much fun and everything. But at the same time, it's very exhausting because I'm doing everything by myself. And I have school on top of it, which I've always had school on top of it. And I've always done it by myself. But it's reaching to the point where I'm reaching burnout. And I took a break. And now I'm back. And I feel good being back. It's fun talking again. And it was just really nice to have a break from school and also this at the same time, so I literally had no obligations. I was just home doing absolutely nothing, and it was wonderful. You can ask my parents. I sat on my ass for a month and it was wonderful. I take nothing back. I also, big news for everyone, I watched Harry Potter for the first time over break, all of the movies for the first ever time. Dude, I have been missing out for so long. I'm obsessed with it now. I play Hogwarts Mystery on my phone now, because I'm absolutely obsessed with the freaking franchise. I will not be tuning in to the Harry Potter show, however, because I fear it just needs to be left where it is, and that's it. But yeah, in the meantime, while I was on break, I hope you guys went back into the archives and listened to some of the other interviews from this season, and the most recent one, my gimmick interview, because that one's really good. But yeah, I'm back. I'm sorry I made you guys wait so long. But we will be finishing out the rest of the season. No more breaks. I might periodically hit y'all with the, hey, I can't do an episode today. Sorry about it, but I am doing this by myself. So cut me some freaking slack, guys. Cut me some slack, because now I'm going to be entering the crisis of graduating college and getting a real job. What the freak, guys? I'm old as frick. And I can't stand it, actually. It makes me very upset sometimes when I think about it too much. But we'll talk about that later, because we have some wonderful songs coming up. Up first, I Don't Want to Fall in Love Again by Noah Richardson. Shout out Noah Richardson, because he actually got me a free ticket to one of his shows, and I got to bring my wonderful friend Karina. I do not remember where the show was, totally forget, but it was in Philly, and it was my first time at that venue. Oh, it was Underground Arts. Duh. It was during his tour, and it was so fun. I had such a good time. Underground Arts is really cool, so if you've never been there, get to that venue. And also support Noah Richardson, because he's a really cool dude, and he's got really cool music. So we're going to listen to that first, and then we're going to listen to Someone Asked Me How I've Been by Jonah Yano. Sorry if I said that wrong. But this song has been on TikTok a lot recently, and I just recently found it, and I really, really liked it, and I used it for, my video of recapping my year. That's on my personal Instagram, so go check that out. It's 8 minutes long. But this song is really sweet, and I really like it, so we're going to listen to it. And then we're going to listen to Right Now by Deeper Sleeper, another banger. So I hope you guys enjoy these next 3 songs, and here we go. Once again, that was I Don't Want to Fall in Love Again by Noah Richardson. Someone Asked Me How I've Been, Jonah Yano, and Right Now by Deeper Sleeper. Yeah, I'm going to talk about graduating college, because it's so scary. It's not scary. No, it is. I'm on this wave of not knowing how to feel about it and then knowing how to feel about it, where I'm yay, I'm so excited because I'm done school and I can be a real human being now and just go out into the real world, and it's exciting. And then I have to go out and be a real human in the real world, and I don't have school anymore, so it's scary. Um it's just like sinking in that this is the last time I ever have to be in school. I mean, like, I really didn't even have to go to college if you think about it, but like, I kind of did. But from here on out, like, it's really very much up to me if I want to back to school or for like anything. Um which I don't know if I will ever. I guess we'll find out. Stay tuned. I don't know. But yeah, it's like job searching and then finding a place to live, which I'm going to move home with my parents, obviously. Well, that's not obvious, but I'm moving back with my parents to save money and things, because that's the smart thing and responsible thing to do in this current economy. And it's just like, now the job market, it's so scary, dude. It's like really bad right now. It's really hard to find a job. But I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be okay, guys. I think I'll be making money very soon after I graduate, hopefully. But it is really weird. Like, it's so annoying because it's so cliche, but everyone tells you before you go to college, these years are gonna go by so fast and you're not even gonna believe it, blah 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 blah. It's so real. Like, I feel like my high school years felt longer than these 4 years, and I don't know why that is, but like, as you get older, time just moves a little faster, which is like weird, and I don't know how that works, but it does. And I think maybe, I don't even know. I really don't know. I don't know why that happens, but it moves really fast. And I was talking to someone about my freshman year. Or no, it was me and my friend. We were like reminiscing about high school and like things that happened senior year of high school. And I was like, bro, why are we still talking about this? Like, that was 4 years ago. Literally 4 years ago, but it still feels relevant. But it's not relevant at all. But it feels like it is, because I don't know, like, it's just so odd, because it's still a formative point in your life of who you are, and like, you remember those things very deeply, but it's like, that was 4 years ago, and it doesn't matter, and it's not relevant, and like, who cares? But like, we still talk about it like it was literally yesterday. And it's really freaky, guys. It's really freaky. Because even like the stuff that happened to me freshman year of college is like, that doesn't feel like it was that long ago. Like, and then I think about the last time that I've seen some people, and I'm like, that was really that long ago. But it feels like it was last week. Like, I just don't understand it. I don't understand. And now college is nearing a very nearing a very fast ending. Like, I'm done in May. Forever. Thomas Jefferson University never needs to see my face again. I never need to see Thomas Jefferson University again. It's just like, because I even live here all the time, so it's like, I'm very much rooted in this place. I've been rooted in this place for 4 years. And then it's just like, see ya. Bye. I don't know. It's just so weird. I'm like scared, I'm nervous, I'm happy, I'm excited. The thing I'm most excited about is the fact that I won't have homework anymore. And some people are like, "Oh, you never know, like, your job might carry on into your life," but I am striving to not do that, or end up getting a job that is like that, but I have control over it, but whatever. I'm just excited that I can go for an 8-hour shift at work and then come home and have actual time to do fun things and not worry about anything else. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling about college right now, 'cause it's almost over. So, if you're in the same boat as me, hit me up. We'll talk about it and we'll be there for each other. If you've already gone through this, hit me up and talk me through it, because I'm gonna need it. But yeah, we're gonna stop talking about that now, and we're gonna listen to just some tunes. Up first we have Get Loose by SoundCloud, Into the Void by Nick Marks, and Calliope does the Hobgoblin Bop by Cowlick. I think I could have totally just butchered everything about that last song, but it's a really good song. So I'm going to make you guys listen to it, and then you guys can figure out how to pronounce it correctly and let me know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy these next 3 songs, and here we go. And once again, that was Get Loose by SoundCloud, Into the Void by Nick Marks, and Calliope Does the Hobgoblin Bop by Cowlick. Yeah, I hope you guys like those 3 songs. I'm gonna do a quick sponsor. It's not even a real sponsor. I'm not getting paid for anything. But my school has been selling these recently. Brookside dark chocolate pomegranate flavor things. And I nearly freaked out in the middle of my convenience store because they had them. I used to eat them all the time when I was in elementary school, and I had not seen them in forever. And if you like them, or no, if you've never had them, you need to try them. But also, I just like totally forgot about them, and they were sitting right next to me, so I figured I'd share the goods with the rest of the people out there because they're so good. But I have an issue with chocolate because it makes me break out, which is really annoying. But I eat them anyway. I don't care. But yeah, you guys should totally try those. I've been with the fact that I'm graduating soon. I've been very nostalgic recently, so like I've been eating a lot of the foods that I used to eat when I was little, and that just like literally I saw the box and it was like a blast from the past. And I think it's so interesting how some things that are just sitting there on a shelf can make you feel so like connected to some portion of who you used to be, or like a life you used to live. And it's so weird. Like there's some things that I have in my room currently that I've had probably since I was in like first grade, and I'll like look at them. Oh my gosh, wait, I don't know where it is. I have this stuffed animal. This is a perfect example, but I think he fell. I think he fell on the floor and I can't get him. But I have this stuffed animal that I'm like looking for him actively right now. That's a lamb, and I've had that lamb. I think was gifted it during Easter time when I was 2 years old. And this is a perfect example of a dumb object that makes you remember specific things. But this lamb has literally been with me since I was 2 years old. And it's been through hell and back. I named him Lammy. I know, super creative, super awesome. But his name is Lammy. He is a yellow lamb, and he's got little ears that stick out to the side, and he sits like a normal person. I really wish I could grab him right now and make this easier, but I can't, 'cause he fell on the floor, and I'll get him later. But basically he's been through hell and back. Like I would carry that thing everywhere I went, and I was really weird when I was a kid too, so I would grab things by the neck and carry them. Like all of my stuffed animals have like no stuff, like the old stuffed animals, they had no stuffing in their necks, because I would just squeeze the shit out of their necks. And then, like, now I can shake Lammy back and forth and his head just bobbles because he has no stuffing in his neck because I squeezed it all out of his neck. I was a freak. But anyways, that's how I carried him. And he is filthy. We've tried to wash him multiple times. He's just too far gone. My dog would get him every single morning and like tear him to shreds. So his face, he's missing an eyeball, and actually he doesn't even have his original eyes in him anymore. This is like a crazy story. I could literally talk about this stuffed animal for hours. But basically my dog had this obsession with ripping eyeballs out of my stuffed animals. So it was like a murder scene. You would see like trails of stuffing along the floor, and then you would follow it, and then you would just see my dog absolutely murdering one of my stuffed animals. R.I.P. Chloe. But anyways, she ripped the original eyeballs out of my stuffed animal. So then what happened was I got this is gonna sound insane, but I won something at my school, and I got this like robotic stuffed, it wasn't a stuffed pig, but it was a pig that could walk when you turned it on. And I was like playing with it, and I wanted it so bad. It was like the number one thing on my list of what I wanted. And I finally got the pig. But I cared so much about Lammy, more than this pig, that I went, oh my gosh, Mom, the eyes on this pig are perfect for Lammy. So what did I make my mom and dad do? Rip the robotic pig apart and get the eyes out. And then we glued the eyes into my stuffed animal lamb. And now Lammy has one eye because Chloe ripped one of those out as well. And his face would be like ripped half off all the time, and then we would sew his face back together. Like, I literally don't understand why, even after this thing went through so much torture, that I was like, no, we need to save him, and he needs to stay with me forever and ever, even though he looks like Frankenstein now, like, or Frankenstein's monster. Before you literature people come at me, it's the monster, I know, but now he just looks like a monster, but he is my monster, and I love Lammy. But yeah, that was a long-winded story about how stupid objects can make you very nostalgic and make you go back in time. But every time I look at that lamb, I'm like, wow, this thing is like the epitome of my entire life so far, because I've basically had him the whole time. And I bring him to school, I bring him home. Like, he's just a part of me now. Like, I will literally not be living in a space without this lamb. So, and I know a lot of you have something like that too, so don't call me weird for still being a stuffed animal person, because I know a lot of you probably also have probably a stuffed lamb also. So don't judge me. And I'm also using this as a safe space. So if you're judging me, you freaking suck. Don't tune in next week. No, I'm kidding. Please tune in next week. I need listeners. I need listeners. But I'm going to stop talking about my stuffed Lammy. And we're going to listen to some songs that are really good. And I actually just listened to them today for the first time. And they're like, I just really like them. The last song is more of like a jazzy vibe, and I love it. So we're gonna listen to Pass Me By Honey Maid, then Outside of Us by Sasha Sky, and Old City, the live version by Sophia B. So I hope you guys enjoy these next 3 songs, and here we go. Picture what we had and I started and I smile. Lights of New York City. And once again, that was Pass Me By Honey Maid, Outside of Us by Sasha Sky, and Old City live version by Sophia B. If you're new here, this is now the best part of the show, arguably. No, I'm kidding. But it could be for some people. We have the dad jam portion of the show. But basically, if you're new, I already said that. But if you are new, my dad has very much helped me figure out my music taste when I was younger, because he introduced me to Red Hot Chili Peppers, and then I went on Pandora, listened to Red Hot Chili Peppers radio, and then found a ton of music that I really enjoyed. And that was when I first locked in on my own music taste and developing that. So, because of that, I give my dad this little portion on the show where he shows everyone some new songs and music that they may not have heard. And then he's also a pretty funny guy, so he sends me a dad joke that I also say to the masses. So, up first is our dad joke. Today, we have, what does a barbershop serve in the winter? Cold cuts, but that was a freaking knee slapper. Hilarious. Love that one. But yeah, that's the dad joke. It's a pretty good one. And then we have I've Got a Woman by Ray Charles for the dad jam. Sometimes my dad has a little story behind the songs. He hasn't had a story in a while behind any of the songs, but I guess I could talk about it a little bit. I remember, I've never seen the movie Ray, which is like basically a biopic about Ray Charles. which I don't even know if it's a biopic. I don't really know the definition of biopic. But anyways, the movie is about Ray Charles, and I remember watching it when I was younger. Like, it was on the TV, and it was like this one scene, because Ray Charles is blind. There was one scene where they figured out he was blind, I think, and he was like trying to find a cricket in his house, and then like the mom was like bawling her eyes out because it was like really sad. And then I was like sitting there watching it, and then my mom came in. She was like, "Oh my god, you can't be watching this." But I was like, there's nothing going on. But I guess the rest of the movie was like too inappropriate for me, so she turned it off. And then I never watched it. And we actually own it on DVD, and I still haven't seen it. So yeah, maybe I'll watch Ray now because of this. But yeah, we're gonna listen to "I Got a Woman" by Ray Charles. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's dad jam. But here we go.
Oh yeah, she says loving.
And once again, that was "I Got a Woman" by Ray Charles for today's dad jam. And now we have reached the end of the episode. How freaking sad. But yeah, Groove is back in full swing. I ain't slacking this time around. I actually wasn't slacking at all, mind you. So I was kind of on top of it, except for when I got to break, because I was like, I can't do this anymore. But yeah, we're back in full swing. I'm hoping to finish out the season with around close to 30 episodes. We'll see where we get. Usually we get around 30, almost 40 episodes every season. So I would like to keep that going. But yeah, if you want an interview, please hit me up if you are interested in being interviewed on my show, because for some odd reason I'm having a very hard time getting people to interview on the show. I mean, usually when I reach out, people say yes, but I know that everyone's busy and some people don't respond to their DMs and things like that. I take no offense. Listen, I'm not the best person when it comes to DMing either. I don't really answer DMs. I usually answer text messages more. So I understand. No hard feelings, but it's a free interview. It's free promotion. I think I'm pretty cool. I think I'm fun to talk to. And also, you get to just geek out on your own music. You don't get to do that often, especially in the scene. So, if you want an interview, please hit me up. I would be happy to interview literally anyone, because I think musicians are so interesting, and I love talking to all of you because you're very sweet and you're really cool. So please come on my show, and make sure you stick around for next week, because an interview with Estrogens about their newest album release, Chemical Burns. Well, that's next week. It's coming out next week on Tuesday. Very good interview. I talked to one member, and I had a wonderful time. And yeah, I hope the new year is treating you all well. I hope you're sticking to your resolutions. And if you're not, it's okay. You can get them next year. 2026 is here, and I cannot believe it. And we're going to start it off strong and keep it going strong. That's all I gotta say. Yes. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I hope this wonderful Tuesday is treating you nicely and everyone's bundled up with scarves, because it is really cold. And yes, always remember to stay groovy.